This video is a load of crap. Now, before I dive into this, I want to clarify what I am not saying here. I am not saying that some of these methods, Amazon, print on demand, Etsy shops, or any of those things are not realistic side hustles and that they're not, good options for people to go after. But what I am saying is this type of a video is pure clickbait nonsense. And I'll dive into exactly what I mean there. These people, what they do in these videos, it's a formula that people have been using for a while now, but what they do in these videos is they go in and they give a extremely basic, rudimentary 1, 2, 3, here's how you set up this type of a shop. It's information you can find anywhere. There's nothing useful or unique about it. It's like the, Amazon, it's print on demand or KDP or whatever for dummies. But then what they do, and this is what lets them get, clickbaity with it, is they go and they find someone who is super, super successful at this. Somebody who has, in most cases, put tons and tons of time and money and resources into growing a specific brand. And they're like a 1%er on that ecosystem. And so they go and they grab their sales numbers and they say, well, look, here's a shop doing $50,000 a month. And realistically, that is only possible for the absolute upper tier of people on that site. And so they make it seem like, look how easy it is. I'm going to show you how you can just step by step duplicate exactly what this person has done, and they're making 50 grand a month. That's like saying, I'm going to teach you how to write a book, and then I use someone who's #1 on the New York Times bestseller list to sort of show you your earnings and what you should expect to make. It's ridiculous. It's clickbaity. Anything that you see out there that says, let me show you how to easily make $500 a day or $20,000 a month or whatever, that is always clickbait crap. So let's go back a little bit here and let's talk a little more about the side hustle economy and the internet economy and kind of how all that stuff works. And so in 2024, with the advent of ChatGPT and AI and just tremendous search engines and all these things, knowing how to do something is no longer a barrier to being able to start a business. And so it used to be that if you had the knowledge of how to build a website or of how to do print on demand or of how to do this or that, then that gave you a leg up on the vast majority of the general public. And that let you have a pretty good, advantage when it came time to set up that shop. So if you were early to Etsy and print on demand and some of those other things, not a lot of other people really knew how to do it yet. And so you, just by virtue of knowing how to do the thing, had a leg up. That's not the case anymore. It is anybody, it doesn't matter how, untechnical you are, anybody who has a smartphone or access to the internet can find out how to do pretty much anything in a matter of minutes. I mean, you can find free guides, free tutorials, free books. You can use ChatGPT. Just, hey, how do I set up an Etsy store? How do I do KDP? How do I do print on demand? And in 10 minutes, you can understand the basic mechanisms of how you do that thing. But how you do it is no longer the gating factor. The gating factor between you and success on any side hustle when it comes to an e-commerce type of business model is you have got to build the audience. And that is the part that there is no magic pill for. That is the part that's extremely difficult to do. And that's the part that none of these types of clickbaity videos ever talk about. Designing a t-shirt is not difficult. You can go on Midjourney right now and you can just say, hey, spit out 20 t-shirt designs and they'll all look like they were done by a professional designer if you give it good prompts. Coming up with that is not difficult. What is difficult is when you go to upload those t-shirts to Etsy or to Amazon, you're at the bottom of tens of thousands of other people who have uploaded similar t-shirts and other things like that. And so the only way for you to make any sales is for you to painstakingly build your way up that list of SEO and up that list of rankings on whatever site it is that you're trying to do. And that's the part that these videos skip. These people, the folks that they use for examples with the crazy earning numbers, have, in many cases, they have built audiences elsewhere. They built a giant Instagram following and then they direct them here. Or they have painstakingly built that over years and years and years of investment and in, social media activity and hundreds, if not thousands of designs. And so they have put the work in. They have done, the equivalent of a full-time job for 5+ years to get to the point they're at. And then you've got people who throw up these videos which, by the way, for the sole purpose of getting your clicks and your eyeballs, not to give you any useful information. They come up with these clickbaity videos solely to get your view. It's not even intended to be helpful. It is a formula for virality. They know that if they can put up some sort of eye-popping, number or statistic in there, more and more people are going to click on it. But they are worthless videos. They are not helpful for anyone. If you want to find out how to do something, there's a million non-clickbaity ways that you can do that. And if you're watching these clickbait things, just understand knowing how to do something is no longer the barrier. The barrier is, how do you actually get the clicks? How do you get the eyeballs? How do you grow the audience? And so again, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I just want to say, be careful. Any video that says, here's how I made $100,000 a month, or here's how you can do whatever, especially the ones that are not even claiming they've done it themselves. The ones that are saying, hey, look, this person is making XYZ, or this person is doing, this thing. They're not even doing it themselves at this point. That's like me saying, hey, look, this author's making $1 billion, and I go and I show you J.K. Rowling or something. It's like, okay, well, yeah, if you can create one of the most beloved fantasy series of all times, then you too can be a billionaire. But that's not really very helpful, is it? And so keep that stuff in mind when you're looking at this. And if someone is saying, here's this example, you realistically need to just completely throw that out the window. Go find your niche, go find what you want to do. It will take you 10 minutes to understand the basic mechanics of how to do it. And then the rest of the battle from that point forward, which is the difficult part, and the part that there is no easy pill on, is figuring out how to build an audience, how to rank above others, how to get eyeballs, how to get clicks, and ultimately how to get conversions. And that it does not matter what you're doing. If you are in the business of doing anything at all on the internet, you are competing with everybody else out there who is doing a similar thing. And the name of the game is getting the eyeballs, getting the views, getting the clicks. And so again, I say this all to say, print on demand is great, Etsy's great, KDP, all these things, they're great. But you're not going to go immediately make $5,000 a week. You're not going to make $7 a day, or any of these other things that people say. That is pure clickbait bullcrap that people do to try to get you to click on their video, not someone else's. So know that going in. Understand it's not going to have a lot of actionable information. And if you want to still watch it, whatever. Just understand that you need to have, your spidey senses going off when you're watching it, so you can see through their stuff. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say today. If this was helpful, please hit the subscribe button, drop me a comment, say about something else. If there's anything else that you want to get my opinion on and say, hey, what do you think about this side hustle? Or what do you think about this person's video? I'm happy to look at videos and give feedback on what I think. I guarantee I have probably dabbled in whatever side hustle it is, that they're talking about, and I have some thoughts on what they're showing. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll catch you next time.